What's up, guys? Welcome to Keto Rewind. I'm Jess. Welcome to the week 21 week update of my keto journey. Okay, so before we get started, please hit that subscribe button down below, turn on those notifications, and give me a thumbs up if you want to see more videos like this. So, let's get down to business. Okay, so it's week 21. That means about, I think I wrote it down, yes, it's day 147 of my keto journey since I decided to change my life with a ketogenic diet and intermittent fasting. So today let's see, where do I begin? We'll get to the actual numbers in a minute. So week 21 has been interesting because I've been on vacation. If you haven't noticed, my background's different. I'm at my camp right now, which is a long way from Texas. And we are going to be here for another couple of weeks. So I've never tried to lose weight while on vacation before. So this is a whole new, like, uncharted territory for me. However, I am determined to lose this weight, and I'm not letting anything get in my way. So this was a great opportunity for me to not only learn how to do this myself, but also help. I mean, I can't possibly be the only person that has a significant amount of weight to lose and has to take vacation. So this is like something that we all can relate to. So far, everybody up here, my parents are here, my husband's parents are here. So there's 8 of us, and everybody's doing keto. I mean, the kids, they're snacking on everything, but they do eat keto with us. But they get extras because obviously they don't have weight to lose, and they're crazy busy up here, so it all evens out. So it's been really easy to stay on track because everybody adapted to what I'm doing, because you need that support system when you're trying to lose weight. If you have people coming over or going places where they don't have keto foods, it's so much harder to stay on track. So the fact that my family's willing to everybody be keto and do this with me makes my journey it just makes it so much easier for me to do. And with that being said, I weighed in this morning and stepped on the scale and was delighted to see a 3-pound loss. Give me a thumbs up. Which is a decent loss for the week. Can't be happier. My printer in the internet is not working, so I had to actually use my tablet for my notes today, so that's what I'm holding. But it was so awesome to see a 3-pound loss, and that's because everybody here has been on board with keto. So, and then the other thing is, we're up here in the woods, we don't have tons and tons of restaurants, so we've literally been eating at home 3 meals a day, well, in my case 2 meals a day. And that helps with the temptation. That's a whole part of it. Okay, so I will say the hardest part this past week was we've been doing a lot of swimming. So I pack snacks for the kids when we go to the beach. And it's hard to snack when you're doing keto. For one, the snacks that you pick are higher calorie dense snacks, or they'll be vegetables which accumulate your carbs, or you dip them in ranch, now you're accumulating carbs and fats. So I will say one downfall of being keto is snacking. you've got to be really pay attention to the snack. So when I pack my bag for the beach, my little 1 ounce of nuts, I can eat that in 2 seconds, you know? So it's been hard because the kids are eating, you know, everything. I'm just like mowing through the pantry, and I'm over here having peanuts. Or I'll do cucumbers and, you know, like, but it's okay. That's one of the things that it's kind of like a trade-off. I'm losing weight still, so when I wasn't in weight loss mode, I maybe could have a little bit more and be a little bit more free, but either way, I managed to keep it under control. But snacking is tough on keto, I will admit. So let's see, another thing we did this week, we went to see Toy Story 4. So it was our first time going to a movie theater, and 2 things. One huge success or non-scale victory, I fit so much better in a movie theater seat now. So we went to a theater that had those big ones that recline, and it was like a massive recliner. And I know previously, because my husband and I did a date night, and I forget what movie we went to go see, but my hips touched both, you know, hip to hip. I was touching the seat, and this time I was swimming in the seat. So that was really awesome. And prior to my journey, before I began, my legs would actually hit the button that reclines it because I was so big in the seat. So the fact that I'd have tons of room on each side was super awesome and a total non-scale victory. So one other problem though, you're at the movie theater where they have movie theater popcorn, like one of my favorites. So I did very well. I had 1 piece of popcorn for my kids, and I honestly wasn't impressed. You know, like it was like I wanted it, but then I had a taste and it was like, you know, it didn't taste as good. So I don't know why. Maybe their movie theater popcorn sucked. I don't know, but I wasn't gonna find out. Point being, 1 piece was all I needed. I did satisfy the craving or the urge to sip and eat with a Coke Zero. I know, it's not the best choice, but Coke Zero didn't destroy my macros or throw me out of ketosis. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. I was super happy about fitting in the seat, but don't get to sit with and munch on a bucket of movie theater popcorn. So, okay, so another thing I found this week, I found that Swerve, which is the brand of erythritol sweetener that I use, has a ton of recipes on their website. So as you know, last week we had the 4th of July, and I was gonna make a dessert because we have a ton of people staying with us right now, and I made the Boston cream poke cake. Here's a picture. It was a 10. Oh my God, even if I wasn't keto, I would make it. It was so good. There was a lot of steps, but it was so worth it. I doubled the recipe and we ate off of it for like 3 days with all the people that are here. So it was a huge crowd pleaser. People that didn't even know they were eating keto loved it. So definitely check out the Swerve Sweets website, and they have an actual section for even specific keto recipes. So if you need something in a pinch and you know, because sometimes you're on Pinterest or you Google, the recipe's not even keto. So if you want to stay strict, or if you even just a low carb, they have all those options, so check them out. So as for staying on track, I've been so busy up here with swimming every day when it's been nice, to just being so busy because we play out in the woods a lot. There's a lot more outdoor activities. Being up in the woods, we have crappy internet connections. So that means we put the devices down and we're outside. So between boat rides and tubing and swimming and, you know, fishing, we're just so busy that I haven't had a chance, which is partially why I've been so successful. I haven't had a chance to eat. I've been so busy. So and the more busy that I get, the less I'm a person who eats out of boredom. So the more busy I am, and the less bored I am, and then less chances for me to eat out of boredom. So keep yourself busy if you're like me. So, and then obviously it's been true for my whole weight loss journey. I've been very busy, and that's been another part of why I've been so successful. So, obviously because, I weighed in today at 246, which makes my total weight loss down 63 pounds in 147 days. So I have 77 pounds to go, and to go before I hit my weight loss, or my goal weight, that's the word, goal weight of 169 pounds. So this month so far, I've only been down 8 pounds, which it would have been more, but in week 2, I traveled up here to New Hampshire and I sat in a car for 2 days and I actually gained. So, but I still have 3 more days left of month 4's before, or is it 5? No, I'm still in month 4, like day 27 or something, until I have my official month 5 weigh-in. So I'm trying to aim for 10 pounds, but 8 pounds is still great. So I'm gonna have a month 5 video coming up. And then that'll be a little bit more in depth than the weekly ones. But I mean, obviously I wish it was bigger, but my macros have been great. I have eaten very minimal carbs, and for many reasons, one of them being I've been so dang busy. 2, access to get that is really hard. We're in the woods, so when we travel to town, it's like a 45-minute trip. So that does help a lot in this vacation to stay on track. So, but I think that even though it was only a 3-pound weight loss this week, it's legit fat that's coming off this week. Because initially, when I first started my journey, month 1, I dropped 24 pounds. A lot of that was bloat and excess water weight and all the junk that was getting released out of my body. Now I feel like it's this week was 3 pounds of legit fat that came off. You can probably tell from the pictures, I'm really starting to look different than when I started. So even though it being a 3-pound loss this week, I am still calling that a victory. So I went to Target, because we went to the big city and they have a super Target there. And just for fun, I grabbed 5 pieces that I would have loved. I'm not really buying clothes right now because I'm shrinking too quickly, but it was nice to try on and see what I am at what size I am now. So I was guessing and I grabbed 5 pairs. I bought 3 pairs of shorts, a nice dressy pair of shorts, and a shirt. All of it was in the Mrs. section. I didn't even go to the plus size section. For the first time in my life, for the first time in 13 years, I did not even look in the plus size section of the Target or Red A store. I got everything I needed in the Mrs. size, or I think it's Missy, whatever it's called, ladies. But I was not in the women's or plus size. So I grabbed 5 items, all extra large or size 16, and I brought them in the dressing room to see what happened. So here's not believe that everything fit. I have never brought something or that many pieces into the dressing room before and had them all fit, 100% fit. So that made me so happy. That's a non-scale victory, even though it's been a tough month, sitting at 8 pounds here, only with 2 days left or 3 days left in the month. It's that just bringing stuff into the dressing room and having it fit and look great, and it's just such a non-scale victory, and I'm super proud. So there's a huge difference in where I used to be a size 22, a tight 22 in women's, or a 2 or 3X depending on brand. So to be able to grab a size 16, a Mrs. size 16, which this whole sizing thing is ridiculous. But the Mrs. size 16 and a Mrs. extra large was so cool. So, I mean, onwards and upwards, right? So, and then that's the other thing. I'm not a typical person that cries easily. It takes a lot to get me to cry, but I'll tell you right now, if I was, I'd have been crying tears of joy when I zipped up the 16s and having them so loose that I probably could have squeezed into a 14 and had a muffin top. And I almost went and grabbed the size 14 just so that I could say they fit. But obviously I wasn't buying anything, so I know I could probably have zipped the 14 and had a muffin top, but just the fact that they fit, and that was all I needed. So But I can't wait to be able to go to the store and buy something in my dream size. I'm trying to get to a size medium or large, or like an 8, 10-ish. So that's my goal size. So, and then last but not least, the words of wisdom for this week. You've got to trust the process. This month has been a little slow for me, even though I've been so spot on with tracking my macros, not eating anything I'm not supposed to. The whole like concept of just staying the course and not getting discouraged, that's a huge part of the process. It's if I was just dropping, or it would just be so much harder to learn the lessons of the process. And initially, I had several weeks of gains throughout my journey in the 147 days that I've been doing this. I've had several weeks of those where I gained. So I calculated all those weeks in this short 21-week duration, and I actually lost 20 more pounds than I can say I lost, because I gained 5, or I would gain 8, and then I'd have to re-lose those, so you didn't get to count them because it offset, you know. So I actually would have been down an extra 20 pounds that I am not, because I had gains in some of my weeks. So I had to but the difference is each time I had a gain and I got back on it, I was able to learn, and the more you learn, the stronger you are. So that now when you're getting into where I am in the process right now, if I cheat or if I eat something that I'm not supposed to, I don't sweat it, because I'm just gonna get back on the wagon. I'm just gonna do it again. So that was something that I've really learned about myself. And if I didn't fail, I wouldn't have learned how strong I am. And that's what there's a quote. I have a meme that came across. It was like weird that it came up in my news feed on Facebook this week, but I'm gonna post it right here. But if you don't fall down, you can't get up and be stronger or see how strong you really are. So I thought that was really powerful and very significant, because wouldn't it be awesome to be able to say I'm down 80 pounds right now instead of 63, you know? So, but there's beauty in the process. So I'm stronger now than say I would have just been losing, and then I could have fallen apart, because I really didn't have those lessons that I grabbed along the way going through this process. So it's like, it's bittersweet. Yeah, it'd be great to be down an extra 20 pounds, but I learned a lot about myself that I might not have learned, and that is gonna keep this weight off, and that is gonna get me to the finish line. So there's beauty in the process, and you've got to trust the process. If you mess up, if you cheat, if you fail, it's not the end of the world. Just get back, get up, dust yourself off, and get it going again, you know? You can't change it. There's no reason to dwell on it. So you might as well just keep moving forward. You know what to do, get it done. So that's like the mantra of this week, my words of wisdom. And it's pretty much like, it seems so easy, but it's not. It's hard, you know? Falling off the wagon is hard to get back on, because sometimes you fall off so much that you have to go through the carb flu again. But sometimes if you just do a cheat meal or something, no big deal. So anyways, I am going to go back to, and by the way, if you enjoyed my hair video last week, I'm on I think this is day 5. Yes, I've been swimming in the lake every day, but if I didn't start the curly girl method, my hair would be so much drier and so messed up from swimming so much. So there's probably just a tiny bit of product left in my hair, but you can see by not using any shampoo and using products that are free of sulfates and silicones and all that, how much nicer and how much healthier my hair looks. Day 5 past a wash. So if you're curious, this is day 5 hair. We're gonna go swimming, but I'm gonna wash it tonight. But I wanted to show you, all I do is just wet it with water and it reactivates the product. So if you have not seen or you're curious about my curly hair video, click this link right here. But anyways, I'm gonna go down to the lake. We're going tubing today, and I will see you later. I'm Jess Please leave me a comment if you have any questions. If you want some help, join my Facebook group right here. And I'll see you at the next video. I'm Jess, and you're watching Keto Rewind. Bye-bye.